I lost 140 pounds eating meals just like this. I'm going to teach you how to make this today. It's crazy that I'm going to press this button again. It's a true disaster. This is a framework of something that is driving massive success in the Eat Like a Bear community. This is just one of thousands of examples of the framework that's working so well. You never know what you might learn.
I've got to watch that video.
This also happens to be one of my favorite soups. You can find the specific recipe in the description, and you can replace this with any green that you want. But what makes this extra awesome is I have wild crafted the greens in this soup. I've gone out and picked them myself from the wild, from the forest, right here in the giant Sequoia National Monument.
It's an ocean of nettle out here.
This is nettle soup. This could be spinach soup. This could be kale soup. You can put in any green that you want. I do get very excited when I harvest it myself, though. It's been a very hard year for our forest. We had a massive wildfire that's destroyed a lot of areas here. And so it brings a little bit of joy to me that it's such a good nettle year. Foregoing all the details about how to handle nettle, because it will sting you, let me just say, yes, you do need to cook it. You need to get those leaves in there without stinging you. There's lots of information on the internet about wild harvesting nettle, but I really want to talk about the soup. This recipe as it is can drive massive amounts of weight loss success. But as you discover my videos here and the stories on the Eat Like a Bear website, you'll see that we implement this in a very specific context. We're time-restricted eaters, and so I typically eat one meal a day. And I know it sounds crazy, I know it, but before you just write all this off, any way that you implement this, this is calorie-minded, it's low carb, this will drive weight loss success. The massive success you see on the website very often is driven by people who are eating it in one meal a day. So I just want to direct you there quickly. But regardless, however it is that you implement this, welcome. This soup, as you see it, doesn't have protein added to it. I'm about to put some chicken in it. And so I encourage you to find a complementary protein to put in it, especially if this is a one meal a day approach that you are doing. I'd whip this up for you right here. However, about 1 year ago, I made a batch of this in this very kitchen, and it was a legendary disaster. And so I'm just gonna replay that for you because there's no way you can make this stuff up, and you might as well be entertained as you learn how to make your green soup. So here you go. Find me in the 3-day challenge on the Eat Like a Bear website if you're brave enough after watching this segment. And so we are working on the eye bags. I don't know how well this project is going. I'm feeling better though. I'm feeling better, but I've re-exposed myself to smoke because yesterday I did one of my favorite things in the whole world, and Frederick and I had this massive burn pile. It was wonderful, but I got a lot of smoke exposure just yesterday. I don't know, how am I looking? Need some more soup. Okay, so now I'm gonna make a soup. These are wild greens. It's mostly miner's lettuce, but there's this other green as well. I don't remember the name. Foragers know it. It's the stuff that sticks in your socks. Okay, so that's in there too. I'm gonna prepare this in a way that I actually haven't prepared a soup like this. This is kind of crazy. I have a certain way that I make pureed soups typically, and there's a process with the cooked RBS stuff. I have a very simple process. This isn't it, but it just shows like any process that works is the right process for you. I'm kind of curious about this because today the situation is I heated up the broth before I went to pick these greens, and so I have this really hot broth, and I thought, what the heck, let's do it this way. I like to use a power blender to mix it up. You could use an immersion blender, you could use a food processor. So I'm pureeing greens, and there's gonna be a lot of greens in this soup, so it'll be very dense in greens. I have about a half a gallon of broth. The broth is just filled with gelatin as well. Okay, so this is different. I'm gonna put the greens right into the blender. Just stuff them in there. I'm getting these ones that get stuck in your socks are now getting stuck in my shirt. Okay, so you know what? I've got some extra greens, so we'll see. We'll see. We might do a couple of batches of this. So the greens in there. Let's see. I'm gonna get some salt in there before I put the broth in. Oh, look at me measuring. Just take the lid right off of those things. I mean, let's not mess around because this is gonna need a good bit of salt and pepper. I haven't seasoned the broth at all. I should put some garlic powder in this too. Earlier, before I heated it up, it was all wiggly and jiggly because these bones, it's from a part of a steer that I bought. So I had these bones in the freezer. It was just a whole mix of bones. But depending on the bone, you're going to get more or less gelatin out of that. And I took a little clip of this when it came out of the refrigerator, and you can see this jello-like texture of it. And that is prized among soup makers, by the way. And you can only really see it when it's cold, but it also depends kind of on the bone. It depends on the ratio of water to the bones and all that. But anyway, here we go. The broth was boiling by the time I got back from getting these greens. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Wow. Okay. I'm more concerned about slipping than anything else because that really knocked me back. Did you guys see that? Okay. I'm kind of afraid to do this again. This is not the recommended method to puree your soup. Honestly, this is what makes life worth living. It's crazy that I'm going to press this button again. Oh my gosh, it's coming out the top. That's the thing. So interesting. See, I just did it. I was smarter that time. I think I did burn my wrist. All the blender people are saying, what was she thinking doing it with boiling broth? It's a very light green. So usually I'm using nettle, spinach. I'm gonna put more in. Yeah, let's just double down on our bad decisions. Oh my gosh. Maybe don't experiment with the soup making without a little bit of a sense of humor and maybe better shoes. Here we go. Okay, first of all, I need to rinse my wrist. So you know when you burn, you're supposed to run cold water over it. Yeah, so the wrist is just because I was holding it like this, which is what I usually do, and the steam just, don't do that, okay? I don't know, this kind of made my day though. Hey Rico, come here, no, come in, you gotta, we should like rewind this and watch it. Okay, so, are you ready for the story? Now, be careful about slipping. It's very wet over here, come on.
A video?
Say hi, look, we're doing a video here.
Is it a live video?
No, we're recording it.
Okay.
So, I get all like, I'm gonna like make some green soup, right? And so I have broth boiling on the, it's heating up. It had come to a boil when I came in with my bowl of miner's lettuce. And some of those greens that stick to your socks.
Oh yeah, those ones.
And so I come in and I thought, I'm gonna make pureed soup, but I'm gonna make it a little different way, okay? And I'm gonna just record it on video. So, I make it in the blender usually, but I don't usually, so I put the greens in, and then I put in straight up rolling boiling broth into it.
Yikes.
No, but what a great idea, because it would just cook and blend at the same time.
It doesn't sound like it.
Well, do you see the burned wrist?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so I do it, and this, like, the steam and everything, this thing just, like, broth flew out, and we have it on video. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but we're still rolling. We're still rolling, and you happen to come in, you get to star in this video. See?
Hey, everyone.
Is there anything you want to say on this momentous occasion? Here, come here. Right here.
Never do what she did with making soup. Try something different. Anything different.
Well, I started this by saying we have the cooked RBS, like pureed soup, and I use a different method, but I thought I'd try something new today. You never know what you might learn.
I've got to watch that video.
Okay, this is not the recommended method. You need to come back and taste it, Frederick. Wow, it's beautiful. Oh, come taste it. Rico. Come on. Yeah, that's actually really good. Worth the burn, I don't know. Use another method, Okay. Worth the excitement? Maybe. Cheers, Alistair. Wow, it's really foamy. Mine's really deliciously foamy. You're missing out, honey. He's drinking hot chocolate. Come on, you could be drinking miner's lettuce soup. That happened to burn my arm. You see that? Great. This video is a disaster. It's a true disaster. Okay, what's the point of all this? I take you back to 1 week ago when I was young and naive and thought, I'm gonna go out on a hike and start this project. What could possibly go wrong? Find me in the 3-day challenge on the Eat Like a Bear website if you're brave enough after watching this segment.